Somewhere between the awful Suicide Squad and the excellent Wonder Woman, a new DC movie will get it sorted down the middle. But when the best comic book characters ever unite for a film that's just okay, you blew it! Again! Ah! How does this keep happening? Justice League. In the midst of a production beset by tragedy, Warner Brothers bravely forged ahead so executives could keep their bonuses, mixing Zack Snyder's trademark gloom with the optimism of Joss Whedon and the priorities of Brett Ratner's production company.
Oof. Priorities. Gorgeous.
That results in its own signature blend of orange. Lots and lots of orange.
So
Man, I wish they released the Snyder Cut. Also, man, I wish the Snyder Cut wasn't a made-up fanboy pipe dream. Witness a film that looks like it's being rendered right before your eyes, where this CGI villain steals these CGI boxes from their CGI hiding places, uniting the CGI heroes in a big CGI fight on a CGI battlefield until the CGI hero merges with his CGI box, while the CGI villain gets punched in the mouth by the hero with a mouth made out of CGI.
Yes, ma'am.
Ugh. That just looks wrong.
Oh my God.
Meet the Justice League, a bunch of sad losers.
I want to be left alone.
If you stay up here brooding,
I'm processing. Well, I wouldn't count on the tribes of men.
I need friends.
Who occasionally make jokes now.
Dostoevsky.
There's Wonder Woman, the three-dimensional hero turned into girl hung up on her ex.
I lost someone I loved.
I once knew a man who would have loved to fly it. When it's your fault, they're all Steve Trevor.
Brosidon, king of the Broshin.
My man.
Cyborg, who's there.
booyah.
Spider-Man, who in this movie goes by the Flash.
Spider-Man.
Superman. God, mouth is so distracting. Poor Henry Cavill worked out for months for this role, but all I can look at is weird fake baby mouth. They really couldn't just shave his mustache or grow a beard or, delay the movie?
Right.
And of course, the Batman. He may not be that tough. Or that smart.
So your genius move is dying.
Or that careful with his secret identity.
Dressed like a bat. You're out of your mind, Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
He's a Batman.
As a bat signal, that's your... Oh, sorry. That's your signal.
But... Wait, there's no but? That's a shame. He was the best part of the last one.
That's right.
Prepare for the arrival of Steppenwolf, DC's scariest horn-helmeted minor god villain with a giant-bladed weapon since the movie right before this one. He's got a generic look, a generic motivation,
He lived only to conquer.
and super generic dialogue.
Find the last one. Its power will cleanse this world. You're all too weak to see the truth. I am the end of worlds.
But no character since Buster Bluth has ever been this much of a mother lover.
Mother, I know, Mother. Praise to the Mother. I see, Mother.
What the hell is that?
These are my words, Mother. From Army.
How is it possible they ripped off everything from the Avengers except the good villain? Come on, Joss. It's not stealing if you do it from yourself. After all the intricate plotting of Batman v Superman, check out a sequel that says, whoops, never mind, pretending Batman knew Clark Kent for more than 15 minutes.
The team needs Clark.
Pretending the world didn't hate Superman before he died.
So much bitterness. Of course, I think it's all because he's gone.
And pretending that bizarre Flash Nightmare sequence never happened.
Too soon! You have to find us!
I mean, that was clearly meant for when this movie was going to be a two-parter, right?
That's right.
So where the Avengers felt like the end of the beginning for the MCU, experience DC's big team-up movie that just kind of feels like the end, where they emptied out their Easter egg cupboard, united all their biggest superheroes, and tried everything they could to make it look like they still cared.
You know you can't do this forever.
I can barely do it now.
It's a shame, too. They were just starting to take some real steps toward heroism.
Save one.
What?
Save one person.
Okay, baby steps. Starring a wad of tinfoil scrunched around a laser pointer, Jason Moana, the Dark Night Owl, the DCEU Hunger Games champion, Super Side-Eye, the voice of Warner Brothers,
We might not have thought this through.
Deathpool, Deadstroke, Smashed Mouth,
Oh, Lord.
Spider Car, does whatever a spider car does. Oh, Miles Dyson, when will you learn? Mike Pence,
I know, Mother.
Speeder Parker, and they recast Luther? Hey!
Care for a glass of Goudet Diamant?
Aww. And not starring. Trailer shots and scenes that weren't in the final movie. Aquaman consumed by water. Cyborg as a human in a Letterman jacket. The I didn't think you were real scene.
Didn't think you were real.
I'm real when it's useful.
Cyborg fighting a tank and talking to a cop.
You should probably move.
Flash fighting a parademon. Cyborg as a human playing football. The original blue color palette end sequence. Bruce looking at holographic Superman. Barry breaking glass. Alfred talking to a mysterious visitor.
You said you'd come.
And Lois and Clark discussing their engagement.
I'll take that as a yes.
What?
Warner Brothers presents Joss Whedon's Zack Snyder's Justice League, Part 1 of 1. So, why does everyone in this movie have super smelling?
Fear. I can smell it.
The demons must have got the scent of the mother box.
The scent is on it.
You could smell a story.
You recognize that smell?
You smell good.
Did I not before?
Okay, so tell me about this Justice League script. Okay, so there's this bad guy named Steppenwolf, right? What's his backstory? Barely matters, but he wants to destroy the world, so he has to get these boxes together. And that's gonna be hard for him to do? Oh no, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Great, what's he look like? Well, in the comics, he's got like a goatee and a helmet with horns. Okay, you don't like it? I'm just kind of picturing something more like the back of Professor Quirrell's head in Harry Potter. You know when Voldemort's kind of just living on there? Does that sound good? Yeah, sounds perfect. So tell me more about these boxes. Well, they're called mother boxes. Mother boxes. Yeah, and Steppenwolf's gonna say mother kind of a lot, like more than you'd think he would. Okay, can we also have him say some like super generic bad guy sayings? Oh yeah, there's a ton of that in here. At one point he's like, this world will fall. So generic, I love it. At another point he's like, primitive beings. Perfect. Okay, now tell me about the Justice League itself. Perfect. Right, so Batman figures out that something bad is going on, so he has to convince the other heroes to join his team. And that's gonna be hard for him to do? No, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, yeah, well Wonder Woman's already on board, and then the Flash straight up says yes, and then they're like, we have to find Cyborg, and Cyborg shows up like, hey, I'm Cyborg, what's going on? And Aquaman? Oh, Aquaman, that's where things get spicy here. I'm listening. Okay, so follow me on this. Aquaman is gonna say no at first. Right, and so people watching will be like, wait, is Aquaman not gonna join the League? That is good. But then he's gonna change his mind. Almost immediately. And what are all the characters like? Like, is Batman still moody? No, Batman kind of cracks jokes now and he really, really misses Superman. But weren't they friends for like a minute in Batman v Superman? That was enough. Calls him Clark now. Like they were best friends. Fair enough. Then there's Wonder Woman. Okay, so her movie was really empowering for women, so we really have to emulate that again. Way ahead of you. So we're gonna have the Flash trip and fall onto her boobs. Great. There's gonna be a little moment where the Flash is lying on top of her and it's gonna be really funny. Cause that's how people do sex. Cause that's how people do sex, exactly. People are gonna like that. Yeah, and then we have Aquaman talk about how hot she is, and then we have some of the Amazons fighting in bikinis. So basically that sends the same message as Wonder Woman. Yeah, basically, I think so. And what about Aquaman? Don't people think he's kind of lame in the comics? Oh yeah, no, he's a badass in the movie though. Check out this line of his, my man. Oh, that doesn't sound lame. No, he's a badass now. He also drinks alcohol. That is so cool. Drinking alcohol is super cool. So cool. Listen, this all sounds great so far, but it feels like something's missing. Superman. I mean, yeah, but he's dead, right? Yep, but they're gonna bring him back from the dead. Oh my God. It's gonna be really fun. He's gonna be really mad at Batman. But didn't you just say they were best friends at the end of the movie? Yeah, but he kinda needs to hate him because we wanna have them fight. Wait, Superman and Batman fight against each other. I know it sounds pretty crazy, but I think we can try some new stuff in this movie. Okay, now even though this is kind of a big plot thing, we can still have Henry Cavill promote the movie, right? Oh, sure. That's not gonna like ruin the surprise, is it? No, I think people will still be surprised. Because in the movie, you say he's dead, right? Exactly, so people will be like, oh, I guess Henry Cavill's not in this movie. Right, so maybe he just did those interviews as like a fan. And then they bring him back to life and people will be like, what? What? Perfect. And how does the movie end? Oh, they just kind of stop Steppenwolf. There's no consequences? No, they just kind of fight his parademon things and then they stop him. I feel like there should be some consequences, or maybe just like a feeling that the stakes are high. I can add in a Russian family that gets scared. That'll do it. Great. I gotta say, I think we have a winner here. Me too.
Normally I would have done the solo movies before getting to the full team up, but you know, we got a Snyder Cut coming out tomorrow, so I had to do it now. Obviously these are both on the Whedon Cut. The Justice League is how some people call it, so these are the Whedon Cut movies. I'm hoping there will be a pitch meeting on the Zack Snyder version. There's an honest trailer on the trailer, so you know we've got that. So maybe I'll do a versus on that once Ryan does a pitch meeting on the new version, which I'm sure he will. But this movie was a letdown. Obviously, we're getting the Zack Snyder version now, which I hear is amazing. It's 4 hours, which is gonna be cool. Waiting to see what time it actually comes out. If it's like midnight or 2 a.m. for me normally, then I might be up for a long time watching it. But I'm excited for it. Are you excited for it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you want to continue to keep laughing and smiling, check out some of our most popular videos on the channel. You can also check out one of our most recent reactions right over here. If you've seen all that already, then I'll see you guys in the comments for this one.